All right, hey there, my friend, Adam Erhart here, and welcome to this video on what exactly is HighLevel? What does it do? Why are we using it? Who is this for? How are we actually going to use it to make money? This video has been a long time coming. I had it scripted and dialed. I had everything set up, and then I realized, you know what? Let's just have a chat. I'm going to walk you through this like I would with my best friend or my brother or anybody I was trying to introduce to the platform, explaining what it is. And we're going to go through it in depth. I'm going to show you inside of one of my affiliate accounts so we can take a look and play around with some buttons. I'm going to give you access to a blog post on my website that's going to have some videos and some more resources. I've got an iPad whiteboard set up in case we need to jot down some ideas. I don't know where this is going to go, but I do know one thing. When you're done watching this, you're going to have hopefully a crystal clear idea of what HighLevel is, what it can do, why we use it, how to use it, all of that fun stuff. So with that said, I think we just dive right in. So here's the deal. HighLevel is software. That's it. Full stop. It's software. It is a tool that we use. It's a very good tool, as you're going to discover later, but it is literally just software. Now, there's a ton of bonuses and trainings. There's a community around it. They offer more training and more support. They offer coaching calls. They offer all kinds of things to help you succeed because ultimately they want you to succeed with the platform. They want you to get good results with the HighLevel software so that you keep using it. That's why it keeps getting better. That's why we have so many resources around it. This is why I've pretty much made HighLevel. I shouldn't say pretty much. I've exclusively made HighLevel my only marketing software for like running the agency for the past many years. It's why I've been such a big fan of them for long before they even knew I existed. I was using HighLevel basically when it first came out, and it's just continued to get better. So we use HighLevel for one of two things, primarily the second. So the first option is we can use all of HighLevel services to market our own businesses. So if you're a business owner or a small business or anything like that, you can use all of HighLevel's tools to improve your online reputation, to build yourself a website, to build yourself a funnel, to do SMS marketing, to do email marketing, to run all kinds of marketing automations and DM leads to comments and things like that. Or you can do this for other people as an agency. And this is where the whole premise of the hybrid agency really comes in, is that we use HighLevel, which is just a piece of software, but we use it to deliver results for clients, for other business owners. Then they pay us a premium for doing that. Now, one of the biggest questions people have is, well, why don't the business owners just do it themselves? Good question. Very simple answer. They don't want to. They're just too busy. Any small business owner, large business owner, they just don't have time. They've got a bit of money to spend on marketing and on business development and on operations and things like that, but they do not have a spare 30 minutes in their day or hour in their day, or heaven forbid, 4 hours in their day to like focus in on marketing and get really good at it and use all the tools. Now, the good news for you as a contractor, freelancer, marketer, agency owner, whatever you want to label yourself as, is that fortunately, thanks to the development of all of these different HighLevel tools and systems and software, a lot of the things that we offer to our clients are automated, which means we're using pre-set up systems. We're using the software to do most of the heavy lifting for us. In some cases, we're leveraging AI, artificial intelligence, to help sort of investigate and interpolate and figure out what's being said so it can do a lot of the communication for us. We see this a lot in regards to email threads and responding to comments on social media. AI can do a lot of this for us. It's only getting better. But long story short, HighLevel's a software, a piece of software that we use to help people get results. For example, what's an analogy here? If we were fitness trainers and we were trying to help people get in shape, well, HighLevel would be our dumbbell weight set or our treadmill. It's a tool that we're going to use that is going to facilitate getting someone results. Now, the beauty is, instead of being a fitness trainer where the client actually has to work out for themselves, we can actually do the working out for our clients by simply setting all these things up. So let's dive into some resources effective immediately, starting with this. This is a blog post that I've got on the website, and I'll make sure to link it up below. And it's going to show you really what HighLevel is and kind of what it does. If you're familiar with any other pieces of marketing software out there, for example, HubSpot and ClickFunnels and Lead Pages, MailChimp, there's Kartra, there's DocuSign and things like that. HighLevel allows us to do all of these things under one convenient dashboard. So we can build a pipeline, so we can track leads and we can track our clients' leads. We can build as many sales funnels as we want. I use these all the time for simple landing pages, whether I'm running ads or just building a simple intake funnel. We can build websites. I'll show you that as well. In fact, I might actually write myself a note for the things that I want to show you here. Website builder is a big one. I want to show you an automation for DMs that allow you to turn social media comments into leads. Unbelievably powerful. We use this all the time. This is how we're generating upwards of like 5,000 leads a day. For social media comments. We'll say social comments. What else do I want to show you? I want to show you SMS marketing. We can show you in some of the workflows. So we could do that. A lot of cool stuff there. You can have your own course, your own program, your own products. You can do call tracking. Reputation management is a really, really cool one. This is because it's here that we're able to increase the reviews for a business, which means they're going to rank higher on Google, and good things happen there. Communities, document signing, mobile app, all that, et cetera, et cetera. And then of course, I'll just let you read through this. There's no need for me to go through everything, but you'll find there's different trainings and videos on the pricing and the packaging and how to set it up and how to actually use it to make money and all of that stuff. Okay, let's come back here. So, high-level software that allows us to go out there and get results for clients by doing things for them. So the next question that comes into question is, okay, what if I'm new to marketing? What should I do? How do I do this? And the problem is when we look at the page that we just looked at and we see all of the things that HighLevel can do, it gets a little bit overwhelming, right? Like, should I build websites? Should I do SEO? Should I document signing? What am I going to do? The good news here, if you're just getting started, we're going to keep it super simple. Less is more here, my friend. Way, way more. We want to pick one service, maybe two, that we're going to use to go out there and start getting clients and getting them results and getting positive feedback. And then from there, we can adapt and adjust and start incorporating more. So as you're going to go through the trainings, one of the main things that you're going to need to do is choose a niche. This is kind of non-negotiable. The only sort of quasi-exception is if you're a local marketing agency and you want to serve like a local area. Say you live in a small city with 50,000, 100,000 people, you can go to the different local businesses and offer marketing services there. But if you want to be remote and you want to work with people from all over, you got to pick a niche. Dog walkers, dentists, plumbers, landscapers, appliance repair, solar companies, things like that. Again, there's a ton of trainings on this. You've got access to all of them, so make sure to go through that. But we do want to be specific in regards to what services that we're going to offer. So with that said, let me hop into HighLevel now, into one of the affiliate accounts, and I can give you a real quick rundown of some of the things that are available to you and where you might want to start. So the first place, and probably one of the easiest places to start, is with website design. And you're able to go out there and get your first few clients by offering them a free website. Unbelievably powerful offer to be like, hey, I built you a website for free. Again, there's a lot of videos on this. I've got tons on the YouTube channel as well, like how to get your clients, how to get website design clients. I'll show you the exact SMS and text and all that to show. But like, let's actually build one out. So let's go over to sites. Now, once we click in sites, you can see that we have an option of funnels and we also have websites. The difference here is that a website is designed to be kind of like the home base station for a business, whereas a funnel is typically for one specific offer at a time. So what ends up happening with the vast majority of small businesses is they've got a website and they just dump everything on it. Fine enough, we could still optimize it better for conversions later. Whereas a funnel would be like a specific offer. So if we're running Facebook ads or Google ads, we never send it to the website's homepage. That would just be a complete waste of money. We'd send it to a very specific offer. But in the case of building out a website for a business, this is the place to go. So all we really have to do, I've got one actually built behind the scenes, so we don't even have to wait, but you can click new website, click templates. You can search for anything you want. In this case, we're going to go landscaping. You can click in and preview and do all that and then just hit continue and it'll build the website for you. Then you got a website. All you really have to do is come in here, hit the edit button, and we'll make a couple quick tweaks to be able to send it to a potential client. Number one of which is we can swap out their logo. So we can just copy and paste it from the website. We can adjust some of the copy and the words that are used here and swap out some pictures if and when you choose. But like this website is more than good enough, especially if we're giving it to someone for free. And we can find clients that don't have websites or their websites aren't up to par, and we can do this for them. Again, this it took all of like a second to copy it over. Now, when it comes to writing all of this copy out, sometimes it's fine. Most of the time it's not. ChatGPT is your secret weapon here. Secret weapon. All you got to do is we could just like literally copy and paste everything here like that. And then we would go over to ChatGPT, copy paste, and we would say, make this better performing website copy for a landscaper in Vancouver, Canada, or Dallas, Texas, or wherever that you want to go. And ChatGPT will do it, and it'll do a really good job. So that's sort of step one of the, I don't want to call it low-hanging fruit, but like a really good solid offer that you can use with potential clients. Now I'm going to actually delete this website out because this is the affiliate account and there's no need to give everybody a copy of a weird landscaping website. So that's that step there, website builder. Next, I want to show you something that we can do, which I really like, which is under automations. So if we come over here to automations, you'll see there are already some here. Facebook and Instagram. Actually, let's just build one or let's copy. We'll take a look at what we already have. Facebook comments, workflow AI, Instagram comment, send link. I really like this one. I can't remember which one it is. We'll click into both of them. You have access to these, of course. Yeah, this one. Instagram comment, send link. So here's how this automation works, and it's brain dead simple to do. Someone comments on a post. You can pick which post. You can pick all posts. You just put in whatever keyword you want them to have entered to get that. When that happens, we get to send them this message. That's it. We send them a message via DM. We can put a link there. We can also respond to the comment, and we can pre-populate these with all kinds of different comments. Awesome, check your DMs. Thanks so much. You should be able to find it here, etc., etc. And we can also add a tag inside of HighLevel so that we know what's happening. We can do this for your agency. You can do this for your clients. We use this to get over 5,000 leads a day simply by making posts that say, oh, by the way, if you want a copy of this, just comment start below, comment agency below. People comment it. We respond to the comment. We send a DM. All of this happens without lifting a finger. Unbelievably powerful. On the topic of workflows, let me show you how to create new ones, even though there's a ton in here. All you've got to do is create workflow, select a recipe. These are kind of built in already. And then we have a lot of different opportunities here. So some of my favorites are obviously that respond to comment one. So comment automation, same with Instagram comment. Email drip sequence is good if you want to send a simple email campaign. You'll see that one go there. Fast 5 Lite is pretty cool, because when we pick this one, what it allows us to do is to follow up with leads pretty much instantly through all kinds of different messages. So if you're running like a Facebook lead ad form, which is a very common way to run Facebook ads. If you're just getting started, don't mess with Facebook ads yet. There's other things we can do, including the website builder. We'll talk about some other different easy SEO stuff we can do. But someone will submit a Facebook lead form. We can then send them an email. We can then send them an SMS. We can then wait for a reply. Then the software will use AI and automations in order to figure out, did they reply? If they replied, we can then check using AI with the intent. Was it positive? Was it negative? Are we not really sure? Just a bunch of jumbled words, whatever we do. Did they not reply? Well, then we can call them. We can do a voicemail drop. We can wait a day. We can follow up another thing. The possibilities here are absolutely endless and obviously incredibly powerful. Study after study has shown that response time to leads is like the single most important factor to converting that lead. This is important for you as a marketer or an agency owner. It's important for your clients. So we can just simply install something like this. At the very least, literally the very least, we could do an SMS follow-up. So if somebody submits some kind of a lead or some kind of a form, we can then SMS them right away to engage them in conversations. We can also set parameters around that SMS so it's not coming out at like 3 o'clock in the morning and totally bugging everybody out. Now, on the note of all of the stuff that we can do here inside HighLevel, because it is a little bit overwhelming, I want to guide you to this section as well. I'm going to make sure to put a link below this video as well. But there are trainings and tutorials on all of these different things that you can do inside here, inside of the platform. So you can set up how to get a lead gen, how to set up a chat widget, how to coordinate opportunities. The software is changing all the time. So sometimes you'll see things that look a little bit different than they do in the actual dashboard because the software is being updated. But I mean, like a quick Google search, another couple quick YouTube videos, and you'll have it sorted pretty quickly to make sure that you're doing the right things for the right people. So let's close all that up. Let me hop back here and see if there was anything else that I really wanted to make sure that you knew about HighLevel and how to use it. I think that's the big ones. Is that maybe one more with automation. So list reactivation, let's do that one. This is a cool one. What ends up happening here is if you can get a client, and I've got offers on this as well, or videos on this and training on it, but you can go to a client and say, hey, I can get you 7 to 14 new appointments in the next week for absolutely zero ad spend. Are you interested? And the way that we do that is we use a list reactivation campaign. And what this means is that we can take a client's email list or contact list or phone list, we can put it into the system, and then we simply send them an offer like this. So this is for a dentist. So it's like, hey, Adam, I've got 10 free teeth whitening vouchers here on my desk. Would you be interested in one? Unbelievably powerful. This is all we're doing. We're not hard selling. We're not pitching. We're simply offering them some kind of a thing. If it was a pizza shop, I'd be like, hey, I've got a coupon for a bunch of extra coupons got printed for $10 off your next pizza. Do you want one? Some people will say yes. Some people will ignore. The people that say yes, we can then bring them back in. We can offer them something else. We can engage them in a conversation. And of course, we use AI and automations to find out, did they reply? How did they reply? Was it positive? Was it negative? And we can have everything done for us. I get a little bit excited about this. This is, I didn't have this over a decade ago when I first started marketing. So we had to build this all manually with like hard code and all kinds of different disgusting software jumbled pieces put together with it was a complete nightmare, and it basically never worked because something always went wrong. Whereas here, kind of always works. So let's hop back out. Enough screen share for now, and let's have a bit of a face-to-face here for a second, and let's talk about. Actually, we might even share the whiteboard and figure out of all of these things, where do you even start? What are good offers to make, especially if you're brand new to marketing? If you've been doing this for a while and you already have a proven offer and you're comfortable with it and you know your niche and all that, then you can cherry pick and choose what you like. But if you're just getting started, it's really hard not to suggest web design, like going out there and getting businesses a free website, a new website, an upgraded website, anything like that, simply because it's just so easy for us to do inside of HighLevel. The other thing that we can do is missed call text back, or AI employee. They are different tools that kind of accomplish the same thing depending on which one would be preferable to you and to your client. Again, feel free to make a comment inside the community and we can weigh in on them. But missed call text back, should probably finish writing it. What this means is that if someone calls a business and nobody answers, it'll send them a text back and be like, hey, sorry, I missed your call. Any questions? AI employee, on the other hand, it'll call the business, and after 3 rings, if nobody answers, it goes straight to an AI employee, and it'll answer the phone and it'll be like, hey, it's Adam Erhart's business. How are you doing today? What can I help you with? And then they'll say their question. They're like, oh, great. Okay. Sounds like you want help with this. I'll get someone on the team to call you back right away. What's your name? What's your phone number? And it captures leads. And the AI here is shockingly good, like scary good. In fact, I've even designed mine so that when someone calls, if they're like, hey, are you a robot or is this a bot or anything like that? Like it'll answer and be like, yes, I am, but don't worry. I'm just going to collect some info and I'll pass you on to a real human right away. And like it has a proper answer for it. So that's powerful. The other thing is reputation management. This one might be my favorite to offer. And the reason I like reputation management is because it works both immediately and with long-term results. So what we're doing with reputation management is we're going out there and we're helping a business owner get more positive reviews for their business. So if you go to Google and you type in like plumber near me, dentist near me, tire repair shop near me, it's like you see all those listings appear on the map pack. In fact, let's do this now because this is worth doing. So we go to Google. Let me share my screen. And we'll type in, I don't know, how about we go dentist, Vancouver. I'll spell it wrong too, just for fun. So all of these are the local Google Plus listings. These are the ones that we see. All of these are the ratings. So this one's got 4.9 star review, a 4.9 rating with 1,000 reviews, 4.7 rating, 450. So what we do is we'll go more places and we'll scroll down. We'll just keep going. So now you can see, okay, 70 reviews, 49 reviews. What if we keep going? There's a lot of dentists in Vancouver. 37 reviews. Like now we can start to help them because these people aren't on the first page. They're on the 8th page, which technically if you're on the 2nd page, nobody's seeing you anyway. So we can start getting the more positive reviews, which automatically makes them more desirable to their potential clients. But there's another benefit of just getting the more reviews. The other benefit is that the more reviews we get them, the higher they're going to start ranking on the search engines. So not only are they going to look better when someone looks them up, but they're actually going to appear more. So reputation management, get more 5-star reviews. There's a secondary bonus, which is the SEO. SEO, or Google Business Profile, also sometimes known as Google My Business. There's 3 ways that we use to sort of rank someone higher. This is like we'll say an intermediate level service, but like once you've done rep management, you're good to start learning this one. The first of which is reputation and reviews. So we need better reputation, more reviews. Okay. The next one is something called citations. Citations we can build directly inside of HighLevel using something called Yext. What this does is it allows us to go out there and all we're doing is we're putting in the business's name, address, and phone number, called a NAP, name, address, phone number, and we're putting it across a bunch of different sites, causing backlinks back to the page, helps it rank higher. And the other one is complete profile. You'd be amazed at how many like Google business profiles you see that don't have the hours or they don't have any pictures or they don't have the description of the business. So you can go out there and you can actually complete their profile for them and that will help them rank higher. So web design, missed call text back, rep management, GBP, reputation, all of these things. The other one is social comment to lead. This is the thing that I showed you where someone leaves a comment on an Instagram post or a Facebook post. It will automatically respond to that comment using whatever pre-text we put in there. We can also use AI to do that. And it will send them a DM with a link. So I was be like, hey, comment start below and I'll send you a free guide. Hey, comment start below and I'll DM you a copy of our favorite thing or do whatever it is. And we can then get our leads that way. Of course, these are just the ones that I'm most excited with and seeing the best results with right now. It's going to change. It's going to keep changing. That's what makes it exciting. But the good news is you got everything you need to succeed here. There's trainings, there's videos, there's tutorials. The YouTube channel, I'm continuing to update it with more trainings. There's lots of help and support by people here inside of the community. I mean, you really have everything that you need to succeed here inside the place to be. Okay, with that said, final notes, just so we wrap this up and bring it home. HighLevel, it's software. It is a tool that we use to deliver results, also helps us get clients to deliver results for, but that's it. It is a marketing tool. It is the best one that I know of. It is the most cost effective. If you start combining all those other tools that we would need to use, it would get ludicrously expensive. The secret to it is learn the basics of it and then spend the vast majority of your time on client acquisition, on going out there and getting clients. Yes, learn the basics of HighLevel, but that should not take very long. I'm talking a few days of like intensive study, maybe a couple weeks if you're like picking and choosing different pieces. Learn the basics, then move on. We got to get clients. We got to get them results. We got to get you paid. All right. Talk to you soon.